It's Donna Ratchford from Integration Inspiration, and I'm here with more tips, tools, and tricks for teachers, educators, anyone who likes to use technology for just collaboration or organization and to help them teach and different things like that. So today's tutorial will be adding your Bitmoji to your Google Keep and organizing your Google Keep with your Bitmojis. And I'll give a brief overview of Google Keep, and I'll save a more in-depth exploration for another video. So make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any of my other videos and tutorials. So let's get started. This is Google Keep, and Google Keep is a great online sticky note organization website. You can download it as an app on your iPhone or Android device. You can also use the web version by typing in keep.google.com, and you will use whatever Google account that you have to access it. On Google Keep, you can make little sticky notes and you can put reminders. You can remind yourself of certain things to do when you get to a certain location. You can share your notes with others by emailing it or sharing a link. You can organize your notes and reminders by color coding them. You can also add images, and that's what we're going to do today by adding Bitmojis to our Google Keep notes. You can archive them when you no longer need them. Another cool thing you can do is add labels. So if you wanted to be able to find certain topics, you can add a label. So you might want to add cooking, and it may be like your different recipes, and when you typed cooking on your search bar, you would find all your Google Keep notes that had cooking as a label. So that's one thing. You can also draw. So if you have a stylus and you're working on a phone or tablet, or you can just use your mouse to draw like in Google Drawing. um, and you can also take pictures of things. Maybe you're at a conference or you're taking notes in a professional development session and you want to remember something that you've written down or you see on the screen. You can take a picture and you can add that note to your Google Keep. So that's just a little brief overview of Google Keep. And now we're going to get started with adding your Bitmoji. Make sure that if you're using your Google Chrome browser that you've added the Bitmoji Google Chrome extension, and you can do that by just going onto the internet web search and type in Bitmoji Chrome extension and add it to Google Chrome. That way, when you click on it, you'll be able to see your most recent Bitmoji people and easily be able to add them into your um, slides or whatever that you're doing. Okay. So I'm going to be working in Canva. Canva is a free design website, and you can make various logos, flyers, things like that. You can work with photos, and we're going to use Canva to create our Bitmoji image. You do not have to use Canva. You can also use Google Slides, and I can kind of go a little quickly over how to use the Google Slides, but I like using Canva because um, I'm going to show you really quickly why I like using Canva. So what you're going to do is click create a design, and I choose to customize my dimensions. Now, I don't think you can do this on the regular version. You have to sign up for I think the premium version, but it's free for educators right now. So you can just go on their website and look for that information. And so I'm going to customize my design, and I'm going to do 15.6, and I'm going to go to centimeters. Make sure I'm working in centimeters and do 15.6 and 7.8 for the height. You can also do this on your Google Slides and it will change the size of the form that you're making. So let's say I'm on my Google Slides, and this is just a template that I've been working on for different Bitmoji scenes that I like. So here's a blank one, and then I'll go to File, and it's under Page Setup. So I'll go to Page Setup under File, and then it's under this. Click on the Y screen, you click Custom, and then it's under in inches. Make sure you change to centimeters, and do the 15.6 7.8. And once you do that, it will change the size of your document, your Bitmoji. So, and then you can start working in slides on that. So we're on Canva. So I'm back to Canva. Then what you'll do is insert your Bitmoji. And how to do that, you're going to go to Uploads, which is on the side over here. Click Uploads, and then you'll upload the Bitmoji that you want to use for your picture. So so what I did to organize my Google Keep, I thought about different things that I want to take notes on or keep up with. And so let's say you want the groceries. So I just went on the Bitmoji extension and I searched up a Bitmoji that had a grocery cart. I think I typed grocery, I might have typed shopping, and there we go. And there's one right here. I clicked that, and then I saved that image. You can also, I think you can copy and paste. So I'm going to try to do that really quickly. I think you can right click it and copy that image, and then click on there and you can paste it. Oh, no. Okay. Yeah, maybe not. So you save that image to your computer, and then you're going to upload it into your file. So I'm just going to pick a couple just as an example. Save it as whatever you want to save it. So maybe I'm a gamer, or maybe I want games for my students, and I just want that to be my heading. Save it to my computer as a PNG, and then you can upload it into your Canva account. Click upload, find the image that you just downloaded, and you're going to upload it in there. I already have some images saved, so I'm just showing this for the time being, just as an example. And so there's your video game person. So maybe you want the grocery person, so and you save that. So I'm going to put the grocery person on here. Then I'm going to add a text box, and I want my top to be a large size. So I'm going to add a heading, and then you can kind of resize it. And the cool thing about Canva is they have thousands of fonts. I know a lot of people like to use PowerPoint for different things because they maybe have saved fonts that they've used for previous purposes. But and also when you're searching for fonts, you can look up categories of fonts. So here it is. So at the top, they have handwriting type fonts, corporate, display. So I'm going to pick display just to have something kind of bold for the top of my Bitmoji note taking. So I kind of like this one right here, Anchorage Bold, for my title. And then you can make it even bigger if you want. So I'm going to make it maybe 70. We'll see how that looks. Oh, that's a little bit too big. So maybe we need to do 60 or 50. Okay, that's a little bit better. And then you can always, like I said, drag it. And so you would name it groceries, right? You got the size that you want. Okay, so here is why I like using Canva. So I want my Bitmoji seem to be the same colors that are in Google Keep. And when you go on Google Keep and you get ready to take a note, there's a little palette, and these are all the colors that are in the Google Keep repertoire, or should I say. So, what I did was I took the color picker extension and then I saved the hex number, which is this number right here, F28B82. And I clicked on that, I copied that, and I saved all of those into Canva. So I did that. And so once I found the hex code, I typed in or pasted the code, and there you go. It pulls up that same color. So I went ahead and did that and added it to my to Canva as part of my brand kit. And I can go and I can show you how I did this. So I titled it Google Keep. So now whenever I want to do anything for Google Keep, all the cool colors are there. And so then I'm going to change that font to this pretty purple. And then next I'm going to add a subheading, and maybe I'll say, shopping list or something like that. And then I'll change this font to make it just something different. So maybe I'll do a handwriting font for this one and choose something that's in cursive. So I kind of like this Give You the Glory. That's a nice font. And of course, I'm going to resize that, make it a little bit bigger, and maybe even bigger than that, because the groceries, oh, that's a little too big. The grocery sign is, so I think that's good. And then I'll move it to make it close underneath. Well, actually, I'm going to move this further down. And the cool thing about Canva, it kind of helps you line things up. So, and I'm going to make my Bitmoji bigger. And you can add other things, like you can go on Canva and type in elements, and maybe you want to add like some pictures of food, like some icons or things like that. And it's cool because it's better than just finding like a plain picture from the web. They already have flat images and PNGs that you can, add on there. So maybe I want to put some bread on here, and maybe a fork and a knife. So you can put whatever you want on here, and then of course I want them to be the same height and things like that. So, and see that line that lets you know it's kind of the same thing. So let's say we're happy with that, and I'll name it Google Keep Bitmoji. And also another cool thing about Canva is I can click add a new page, and I can make all of my notes for every category that I want in my Google Keep. So maybe I want to make another one. I want to use the gamer one, and then I want to call this. And I can also let me delete this. Instead of just clicking another page, let's delete this page. I can duplicate what I've already done. So like, let's say I don't want to go back and like find the font over and over again, and I can call this games. And then I can change the color to my Google Keep, another Google Keep color. So maybe I want this one to be like a blue color, and I can put on here educational apps, something like that. And then I'll, of course, delete the grocery shopping emoji and the food and the bread. And I'll put my gamer on here. And I can move it, where I want it. And there we go. And like I said, maybe I want to add an icon related to gaming or video games. I'll go back to Elements and type in maybe computer or technology or something like that. Maybe I'll put like a little computer on there. So now I've got that on there, and you can continue to duplicate and change the color, the word, and add the Bitmoji that you want. Then you download this, and it'll download it as a PNG. And you see it has 2 pages, so you can do both, and it'll make it a zip file if it's more than one image that's on your computer. And now I'm going to show you how to add it to Google Keep. So you go to your Google Keep, and you go to, oh, let me X out of this color picker, to take your note, and make sure you unzip your file that you just downloaded, so it's easy for you to access if you downloaded multiple um, things. So I did. So I'm unzipping those so that it'll be easy for me to find them. And I'm going to click Add Image. And let me go back and show you like really clearly what I did. So at the top, it's going to say take a note. You click on that to start taking your note, and you can make it the color, which I think I used the dark blue. Let me look back and see. Is that the dark blue or the light blue? I think that was the dark blue. Okay. And I made it this already that blue. Then I'm going to click add my image and make sure I go, remember where I saved it and what I called it. And I believe I called it the Google Keep Bitmoji to kind of help me remember what I was doing. And pull that up. Click the games one. Open it, and there we go. Now we have a new sticky note that looks like this. And it's blue. And in order for it to kind of show up, then you might want to just type something right here. So I'm just going to type games, apps. And now that one is added to all the different Bitmoji notes that I have. So it's very cute, very organized, and that's a cool way to do the Bitmoji. And so now I'm going to go back to show you what I did about my brand kit. So on Canva homepage, you click brand kit, and this is on I believe the premium version, and there's colors. So maybe you're working on certain things for your school website, and you want to use the certain colors from your school. You can create brand colors and add your school colors. And to make a new one, you'll just click the plus sign. And so I created this. I click add new palette. That's what I did. I named it Google Keep. And then I started to copy and paste those hex colors. As you can see, that's the pink color from the Google Keep. So now whenever I am working on Canva, I have these colors, which they are so cute. It's great to use for other things. So that's how you do your brand kit and save those colors from Google Keep. I believe you can do the same on Google Slides. So let's say I was working on Google Slides and I added my text box, and I I chose a font that was large, that, bold or something like that for my title or my header. Let's just say I went with Century Gothic because that's a pretty good thing. And then I did the groceries again. And then I would just highlight it and go to the text color And where it says custom, I'll click the plus sign and I will copy that hex. And that would be that pink color that was on the um, Google Keep. So that you can do the same thing. You just go to when you're typing your text, go to text color, click on custom, and type in the hex number. Make sure you add that color picker eyedropper so that you can have the correct color. But I believe it already has the colors from Google Keep on here. So if you just kind of pay attention to what it says on Google Keep, you'll be able to get the same one. So let me see. Yeah, it says pink, purple. I mean, you can kind of try to find one that matches, but if you want to make sure it's exact, save the hex number. So I hope this helps and you can get your Google Keep super organized and cute and enjoy this Bitmoji craze and stay organized. I really hope that you've learned some things. Remember, hit that subscribe and like button. Bye.